Hello, everyone. Hello, Bob. Hello, Gromit. Gromit eventually. It eludes me at the moment. Shall we get cracking? Opposite number. Protect merchant shipping from pirate attack. Peacetime ROE are in effect. However, should you observe a pirate attack, you may exercise extended unit self-defense and use force against pirates. Yar, yar, yorgy schmurgy. In the event that you encounter pirates with hostages on board their vessels, shadow the vessel and await further instructions. That seems rather cryptic. A bit jank. Oh, so now we're like protecting shipping, but there's separate US and Chinese protection for separate US and Chinese ships. Well, let me just verify that the frickin' nothing crazy's on. Okay, good. I'm gonna turn link off. Yeah. Campagna, check. Yeah, I was thinking about having a beer, but I gotta pick someone up soon after the stream, so I will wait. I'll wait. Wait, I wanted to put that in the fridge. Shit. I'll be right back. Just want to put some in the fridge. It's in my room right now. Alright, this is where the fun begins. Friendly forces in the area include elements of the ARG, LSD, Comstock, and Destroyer Bainbridge, and frigate Ville du Quebec. Be advised that PLAN FFG Yantai is operating in your vicinity. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just worked out and I'm running up and down stairs doing all this crap on an independent anti-piracy mission. Okay, offensive operations in this. Yeah, they're still doing that, invading whatever stuff. Wait, didn't we sink a ship? Why are the tensions just high and not going crazy? Oh well, here we go.
TAO Helo Control at alert status 15. TAO EW.
How if I switch to my headphones?
0, 0, 2, bearing 0, 8, 0. TAO EW. New track.
Ooh, it started us out with a helo on the deck. Might as well get that cracking.
0, 9, 5.
Very calm seas, very calm indeed.
Helo Control at alert status 5.
No toad streamed. It's very deep. I don't know. I don't think we're expecting a submerged threat. I guess it couldn't hurt to let that thing go.
Set green deck.
Bridge Helo Control. Helo away.
We got 2 helos as well, but I will turn off quick launch now. Oh, you bugger. Speech recognition. Turn that off. Okie dokie. So are we presently in a formation right now? Where are these ships I'm supposed to be protecting? Are they just 300 miles on the other side of the map or something? Man, it's smooth as glass out here. It's like Sea State 1. I don't think I've tried speech at all in 10. I know in 7 it wanted to listen more to operating system commands than game commands, which is why I stopped using it. Dude, there's nothing around. What am I supposed to be protecting? I don't see nothing. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff over this way, but I don't see it. Oh, there you go. Halliburton, this is Comstock, Minsko, CTF 151 received a distress call from the MV Victoria Strait. They reported sighting 2 suspicious skiffs on an intercept course. Coordinates reported as blah, heading blah at blah. Your orders are to identify the craft and determine their intentions. Be prepared to act in the defense of Victoria Strait. Well, well. Our first catch of the day. What's that from? That's from Empire Strikes Back, isn't it? 15, 18, 65, 51. $65, 51? That's pretty far. Is that right? It's like 60 miles away. Heading, but they're coming this way at 15 knots. Okay. Is that the coordinates of the skiffs heading to them? I'm assuming that's of the Victoria Strait. Okay, well, we got a boogie. I mean, it's going to take us 2 hours to get there. Well, with closure speed. Maybe more like an hour and a half. Well, we better get cracking. Go.
Engine ahead flank.
Well, 297, huh? Do more like that. Is this stuff getting auto TMA'd? The Dangerous Waters with updated graphics and tweaks would be very awesome. A John Glenn speech. As far as I know, well, in terms of like having these individual beams, yeah, that I couldn't tell you. But I think including the baffles and the tow array and the sub was just like a design choice. Because I guess you could really see that data on a sub if you wanted to, but they just turned it off there for some reason, but included here. I guess here because it can be so much further from the ship. I don't know. But yeah, it's got these little beam things. I'm not the most familiar with how this works. I think it's supposed to somehow convey where the strengths of the toad are. I don't remember. But I don't use it. There's too much going on in a Perry to be bothered by TMA and toads, which is why I don't do it. Do it on the sub because the sub's much more leisurely, quote unquote. 95% of the time in a sub, you're almost bored, and the other 5% of the time, you're like crapping your pants. Well, they're only gonna think you're cracking up, Bob, if you're barking out orders getting shot on or something. Let's see here. Junkai. JK. JK! Are there 2 things over there? Seeing like 2 pulses very closely. Yeah, okay, the first one was something else. This one's a Type 364. I might be getting top plate, getting surface and air radars on that guy. So there's a frigate out that way. I don't even think I've really ever seriously spent more than like 5 minutes looking at the Perry TMA. I guess in principle it's no different, but I'm really just like out of my element when it comes to this. So I'm not going to bother trying to learn it right now. Alright, well we can send the helo that way. I'm kind of just sitting here doing whatever. Ship. Radar.
You have control. Roger. Out.
Here, launch me a BT. Cancel's a weird way to say it. It's not really cancel, you're just leaving the station. Head over that way. Get there pretty quickly. I think you can just see me over there as a speck. We're cruising. We got the wind in our hair. Da 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 da. Yeah, maintaining lead on a group is always a tricky thing. It's like basically triage. You're like, oh, I just like detected someone, but I gotta keep moving. It's even worse in a sub. Yeah, so we might do some time lapse here because this is gonna take a little while. Hour 45. Let me just verify that I'm reading this message correctly because that's pretty far. I should probably turn the radar on that helo. There's no way to order it to an altitude, right? Remro. We're gonna run silent. We're gonna run MCON here. It's definitely completely different than a sub. Much different pacing. It's kind of like being a squirrel. I feel like you're always like, oh, what? Is there a hawk? Something gonna swoop out of the sky and frickin' eat my ass? It's the same thing with supersonic missiles. Is a kitchen gonna come out of nowhere and pummel my ass? It's a very paranoid existence. Okay, so we got radar contacts from the Remro. 2 ships. These are... One of these is like the Chinese frigate, huh? They probably don't want us to split their difference. They're doing 15 knots. I'll be there in 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, he's going to be here. So we'll still go behind them. Wait, well, no, hold on. That's in 30 minutes. He'll be right there. And in 30 minutes, I'll be... Yeah, I'll be going in front of them. So we might divert to their right a little bit here. Do a little something like that. Because right then it probably looked like we were on an intercept course for them. So this they will now see we are not on an intercept course. I should probably have my radar on, shouldn't I? I see no reason not to. We're not really expecting that kind of attack. But they did say tensions are still high. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a doctrine for it. I'm just stuck in my head, bouncing ideas off myself, which is never a good thing.
Incoming transmission.
Seagull won the Halliburton VID PLAN. John Kai frigate looks like she's behaving herself very well. Spelled seagull wrong. Oh well. This helo right now is gonna like fly right over him too. Let's divert that a little bit. That's cool. That's a cool trigger though. That's presuming you launch your helo. That's interesting. I guess it's based on a range kind of thing. No. I was gonna try and like look at the guy, but I think the only way to really do that is like if you have it classified in the weapons coordinator here. Like you have to do this and then that. So I'm not gonna do that. I did want to try and like look at it through the helo though, but I think you have to have it as a target with your deck gun. So I'm not gonna paint that Chinese frigate at the moment. Hello, Rick Tika. Yes. We must give this Chinese a large berth. Let's head south. Why am I not hearing the helo? That happens from time to time. Alright, let's get a little bit going here. Dun 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 dun. Once again, I forgot to change the max time elapsed speed I can do. We can classify this guy though. JK. This one. Unknown. I'm not hearing anyone at the moment. If I can go back while I hear him. Nope, still not hearing him. Oh well. I don't know. I like hearing him. You just get used to it. It's like, I want to hear him. Might be able to see him. It's like right off our bow. But I think still out of visual range. Man, that's a smooth ocean. Very smooth. I did want to check that buoy. What do we got? 1143. Why is this? All these. This should be convergence zone. Maybe I should just go in and change it to be CZ. All these ridiculously deep layers. Like, I don't even think that's physically possible. Get a layer that deep. But I guess, interesting. There's just like some like flat area out here. It's like perfectly flat like this. That's very interesting. I mean, it's all very uniform. I mean, it does decrease in depth from like 11,000 some up here to 13,000, 14,000 some down there, but it's very smooth. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of that silent service for Shimano Command, whatever. I feel like if I would ever try it again, I'd want to do something. I think it's something more that it's built for, like multi-ships instead of just one ship. The single submarine's not very compelling. Ba 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 ba. Alright, you're clear. Go. At least that waypoint system has pretty good functionality. You can just like delete this out and it'll just keep the other one. Oh boy, it's Ben. Benny Hanna. Hello, Pancho Spectro. I thought Shimano I keep wanting to say Samano because you can read it that way. I thought Command didn't have any 3D view. I thought what the second one has is just TAC view. I mean, I guess that has some kind of 3D demand, but it's not any kind of complex graphics or textures. Man, I'm surprised I'm not seeing them. 8-8. I'm at 9-4, so 3-4-8. I wish it would do like the relative bearing too. I should be able. Maybe there's like a visual limit because we're high above the horizon compared to like a periscope. Interesting. Well, we'll see them soon enough. Do 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 boo boo. I wish I could make that thing go away. Out here on the bridge, like I just want the elements. Man, it looks like we're going, well, 58 knots because we're going 2x. But no, we are not going that fast. Oh, hello. I think there might be a hard cut to visual range. Large she blows. Chinese frigate. Howdy ho. Can we see it's the ship it's escorting? I don't even know where the hell that's at. What are we doing? 094. Ah, I got him first before the AI. Bam. 055, so minus 40. 320. Nope. No sign of it.
Bridge lookout. New surface
Oh well.
3, 1,
Yeah, there's a hard limit. I never knew that. That's interesting because it's just like nothing, and all of a sudden, ooh, Instagrow surface ship. Just add water. It's hard to tell if it actually looks low on the water, or if that's just like an effect of how the game renders, because they both look too low on the water. Well, the frigate looks too low on the water. The cargo ship just looks like it's laden down with a full load, but it's just a weird way they draw it at range. Because we shouldn't really be seeing that effect, because we can see the horizon behind the ship. We should see the whole depth to the waterline, but whatever. I should lower the time lapse if I'm going to read comments. Oh, all units are visible. Yeah, that's definitely a shame. See, this just like pops up, this message, like, game, you need to tell me something's happening. Well, there's our opposite number. Too bad we're not cooperating. She was closer to the Victoria Strait than we were. Yeah, the bastard. You guys seen Blue Waters on Subsim? It's a new game in development. It's supposed to be kind of like a fleet command. Pause to read text messages, please. Thank you. Can we have a veggie? Bum 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 bum. Yes, Dangerous Waters is still unparalleled. which is a shame given it's been 14 years, but there just isn't a market for it, I suppose. I mean, it still works fine, just the problem is trying to find people to make some more content for it. Not just the mods, but like missions too. But I like single player stuff. I mean, if you like multiplayer, I think there's plenty of that, but I like single player. Alright, Mr. Hilo, what do we got over here? Where are these skiff things coming from? It does not say. Yeah, it's just about right where I'm expecting it to be based on those initial coordinates. But only going down to like minutes isn't very precise. It gives you like plus or minus half a mile in longitude. Yeah, that's the problem. If you make the mission, you know what's gonna happen.
Incoming transmission.
So we need some devoted martyrs to the cause of making missions. From Nav Central. War warning. At about 0300 Zulu, PLA forces in the South China Sea involved in an invasion of the Spratly Islands sunk a U.S. flagged tanker, apparently having missed Malaysian forces. Oh, didn't that happen in the last mission? Is this like an aside or like a simultaneous thing? NCA has ordered an attack against PLAN naval forces involved in the invasion to force the PLN to withdraw. Be prepared for retaliatory action by the PLAN. PSM ROE remain in effect. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna divert. I think my ROE is still to not engage, but holy Christ. We're very close. Maybe I should have given this guy a wider berth than I did. This mission has to be happening at like the same time, like one of those Clancy-esque style things. I always love that in the book where you got a bunch of stuff going on. It's so much fun to read. Is that just like listing back to normal after that turn? I think that's what's going on here. That's a lot of list. No, we're listing the other way.
Helo link lost.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Roger.
I'm so glad. I don't remember who told me about that, but I'm so glad I did. That shouldn't just be on the quick menu. Because it's like, just because you lost the link doesn't mean you lose comms, I guess. Maybe, I mean, if it's under the horizon. I don't know how that works. I want there to be no listing so I can, like, look for, like, poofs of smoke on this thing. Is he maneuvering? All the listing in Sea State 1. What's going on here? I still think that ship looks dumb with the very shortened fan tail or whatever you want to call it, the shortened region here. Just looks like someone squished it in. If it went out to like here, it has some good proportions, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I would be able to see that little deck gun swivel around. He's thinking about giving me the business. Is it? Am I looking too hard?
Flow link established.
I think I'm just like freaking out here. I mean, I realize I'm not really heading away from him at this point. I'm kind of just heading side to side with him. But I'm not getting any closer. I was going to get closer to him. What did that helo even get loaded out with? Just torpedoes? Oh, I didn't even load it out. Well, I guess I couldn't load it out AS or strike. It was already on the deck. The Cub Scout Sky to Armageddon. I don't even know what that is. Is that a thing? Yeah, it would be nice if Cold Waters had some more stuff, but that would just be like so much more effort on their part. But Cold Waters, I think, is basically done as a game. Oh yeah, the book. No, I've skimmed through it. I have not gotten to it. It's not in my book pile. I must have put it somewhere else. Forgot about it. Are the Russians the Cub Scouts? Hey, cow. Where did I put that book? It's around here somewhere. I thought it would be up here with all these other books I got. I'm very paranoid at the moment. Oh, it's a speck on my monitor. Ugh. I don't think there's like an easy way for the EW to tell me that I'm like getting painted. Like that would be nice info to have, but it does seem to be on a higher, on a more frequent basis than it was before. But it's not painted level. Painted level is like Cause it's just looking right at you. Seems to just be going about its business at the moment. Let's try and open this up a little bit more here. Yeah, I mean, they never advertised Cold Waters as being a simulator, though. Okay, well, I can only divert for so long. Blatant diversion here. Might as well just start heading back. Okay, you can just kind of like hang out there. You don't get to be like all the way here. Oh, do I have to like de-recover? We already reestablished contact here. Back. Waypoint. Just hang out. There you go. Did I make that sharp of a turn? I can see my wake. Seems like she's just steady as she goes over there. DCS doesn't have any multi-core. Does that change recently? Because I feel like when I last played it earlier this year, well, I played it more recently, but back then I remember it being like purely like a single core thing. Not sure this guy's gonna get any wise ideas. Not sure he'd want to fight at such point blank range either. I don't know. Be like a crapshoot. But I have no idea how any of that works. I'm just speculating. Alright, we're probably good to like turn back to what we were doing before. We'll come more easterly. Where'd the tanker go? Might be out of range. Just pops out. Just pops out of existence. Just like a quantum particle. Can't trust this guy further than I can throw him. Well, with your bad back, you shouldn't be throwing anybody. It's true. A whole core for sound, huh? What's up, is good? Is good, is that right? Is good, is right. Alright, let's get back to what we're doing. That away. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm not sure what they would do in this scenario. I feel like it'd just be like, open fire. I feel like everything these days is all about like surprise. It's not like gentlemanly, like, we will attack at dawn. You have until then to make your decision. Now it's just like, shoot him with everything you got. Please do not park your car in Chinese fountain. Hey, it seems like he's just chilling. I don't know what's going on with that. If he hasn't been informed, if he's told to stand by. It said be prepared for retaliatory action. Didn't necessarily say imminent.